Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Creative Talk podcast with me, Jan Santos. And today we have another amazing guest, another amazing episode. Guys, I am more than just a fanboy here. Our guest for today, first of all, let me just say this very beautiful. All right. I don't mean any disrespect. Very hot. She is amazing. I've been following our guest on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and I was just, I like let's just put it this way. The brand message amazing. I love her vision. I love her. She is just Wonder Woman. Very very humble, very good heart. I know this because of the message that she shares, the value that is in what she does, and everything, helping people, changing perspective and mindset. Also, I learn a lot, how to sleep properly, you know, and really revolutionizing hold the mindset and body connected. So again, I am more than a fanboy here, guys. For all the listeners and viewers, I am in the presence of royalty. The founder of Happiness Formula, high performance coach, author, speaker, an amazing entrepreneur. Let's all welcome Holly Smith. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me. I am flattered. That was an amazing intro. I feel so loved and appreciated. So thank you. Firstly, is my internet okay? You can hear me. I know I might be having a few issues, so I do apologize. But yeah, I'm so excited to chat with you today and just give value. That's what I'm all about.
Yay. So, everyone, we are live on TikTok. We are live on Twitch. We are also doing behind the scene test live on TikTok. So, if if the video is glitchy because of like what Holly said about the internet issues, it's okay. We are going to release a full edited version audio format on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. So that's going to be clear, solid, and you can enjoy the value that we will be sharing on today's episode. Going back to our amazing guest, which I love so much. See, fanboy here. Holly. I mean, for all the other fan boys and girls out there, we know your story. We follow your journey, ups and downs. But for those who are, living inside a cave, I'm excited to know, and I know our listeners and viewers are excited to know who or what influenced you to be in this position you are right now. Connecting people, helping people, sharing values, and changing people's lives. Your story, my friend, the floor is yours.
Fabulous. Yeah, I guess for those who are living under a rock or don't know me, my name is Holly Smith. I live on the Sunshine Coast and I have an 8 month old daughter and I just absolutely love my life. Like honestly, I just wrote a post about this on LinkedIn because the thing is like you can say you love your life and I'm so proud of the life that I've built and I'm so proud of the people that I've met and
I think we just lost Holly because of the internet. Holly, my dear, are you there, my friend? Ah, yeah, I think we lost Holly. Holly, still there? That's the beauty of going live, everyone. Unexpected things. Ah, she disappeared. But don't worry. I'm sure she will connect any moment now. So that's the beauty of, doing live. I'm gonna have to message her and we'll bring her back. Right, waiting for her. All right. So, oh, there she is. That was fast. She's going back.
Are we back?
Holly, are you here? There you go.
Yes.
We
I'm so
missed you.
sorry. I don't know what happened. I just
No
like
worries, no worries.
went somewhere.
We missed you for a while. We thought you forgot all about us.
Oh no, definitely. I was just about to go into some deep stuff and then I realized no one can hear me.
Yay. All right. Going back, the all the listeners and viewers, including me, we're all excited to know your story. The journey
Yep.
behind the brand. The floor is yours, my friend. Please do share.
Cool. So pretty much, yeah, look, I wrote my book 30 Days to Happiness a few years ago now, and it explains my journey to happiness, honestly, like the 30 habits that reconstructed my subconscious mind to wake up happy every single day. Now, back in, oh man, I don't even know, in my early teenage years, like what happened was I was always a horse rider growing up. So I was in equestrian, I was always riding horses. I would also buy them, sell them. Like that was like my little entrepreneur. I've always been an entrepreneur. My mum and dad, very entrepreneurial. So I would just loved horses. Like that was my life. I was competing every weekend. And then pretty much what happened was we had to move off acreage. My parents had never been together, so I'm from a separate family. And something happened with our family, and we had to move off acreage. We had to sell all our horses, and then as well, like two of my horses passed away and died, which was really
Wow.
sad because they were like, if you know horses, they are such a spiritual creature. So I was so attached to them, and they were like my outlet, right? So I didn't get counseling, and even though I had trouble like growing up, like I never actually got the counseling and the psychology that I actually needed through that time. So, what else happened? Yes, we moved off acreage and both my horses died, and I felt like honestly my whole purpose was ripped away. I got super depressed, put on heaps of weight, always hated school, wasn't a fan of school, just never clicked with anybody because all I wanted to do was get out of school and make money. That's honestly all I wanted to do the whole time. So I slipped into quite a deep depression, and I was just like really just sad for such a long time, to a point where I honestly just didn't want to live anymore. I'd just be praying one day, hoping that I'd get hit by a car, and kind of sound so deep, but didn't have to do it myself kind of thing. And then one day I had enough, and I was honestly like, I can't do this anymore. I'm so deep. I'm just so sad. Like I was just sad. I was purposeless. I had just didn't like anything about my life. I was so unhappy. And I feel like I had no support as well. So that was a really big factor. So I remember praying and I was like, God, take away the pain. Otherwise, I'm done tomorrow. Like, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And I'm not even joking. Like, I went to sleep that night and I woke up the next day and I had no suicidal thoughts. I kind of had I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. I was like, okay, well, I've just got goosebumps thinking about it. And talking about it. But I was like, okay, well, maybe there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So
Mm.
I went into the real estate industry after school and was working these crazy hours. I was getting paid like $11.50 an hour. It was just crazy. I was working 16 hours, ended up getting a personal training job as well. So I was working all these crazy hours and I got so burnt out. I remember just driving one day in the car. I was like, I'm going to thank myself for this one day. I'm going to thank myself. And I was able to buy a new car from all the saving but I just, 11.50 an hour, I couldn't afford to live. So I got so burnt out that my hips and my knees and my joints and my whole entire body, they gave way and I couldn't walk for 4 weeks. So I don't know if any of you guys believe that muscles and joints, they hold emotion, right?
Right.
So if you've read Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life, she talks a lot about how you can heal your body and heal your life by, healing your emotions. So I knew something was, there was emotionally wrong and unstable. So pretty much I learned the habits to still work good hours, quality hours, hustle a bit, but do it properly. So that's when I started my first online fitness business, BizFit, and I helped online because it was an online business because, during COVID, I actually started it and it worked out really well. And I was like, I can't keep, doing personal training and knocking on people's doors at 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm just going to keep burning myself out. It's just not quality of life. So that's why I went online and I started LinkedIn. And yeah, pretty much like help professionals, busy professionals, create the
Wow.
habits they needed and look after themselves, just like I did, right? And now
Right.
helping other people. So, along that, I started on LinkedIn with 0 followers and didn't even know how to use LinkedIn. I was like, what is this corporate platform? So, my friend who I was in a mastermind with at the time, he was like doing like trying a LinkedIn method, and he's really, really good right now, like with coaching people with LinkedIn, and he's got really great methods. But LinkedIn's changed so much. And honestly, within 12 months, I built a 6-figure business from scratch,
Mm.
had 0 connections to 65,000. And honestly, LinkedIn like was a gold mine for me if you know how to use it. And yeah, like honestly, that's still where I run my business. I launched my book a few years ago, 30 Days of Happiness. They were the habits that pulled me out of that depression. And then now I do high performance coaching for
Wow.
business owners, for people who just feel stuck and want to reach that next level. I absolutely obsess with what I do. We have a really great community called the Happiness Formula. So it's literally the formula in my book, but in a program. So I love it. I can't complain.
Wow, I love that. I love that. Before I focus on the main topic, always wondering, you know, what's the secret behind your energy, behind your passion? And while listening to your story, I have this question in mind. Holly, why didn't you give up?
Mm.
You know, in the dark stage of your journey, you said that you're tired, mentally and physically. There's a lot of thoughts playing. Why didn't you just give up, but instead, you push forward, and you really strive and persevere?
Mm. I truly believe it was because I believe in God, but I believe God gave me a clear vision of what my life could be like if I continued living. And because of that purpose, right? I was able, like, he's the one who gave me the idea for the book. He's like, you're going to write this book, but you're not ready to write it yet. Like, I had all this revelation, right? And I just grew, like, with my relationship with God. So, or if you believe in the universe, like, you can have a connection with a higher power. And that's actually the last chapter of my book is giving it all to a higher power. That is, like, honestly, the only way you can truly be happy is if you stop holding on to everything and completely let go and trust a source that is stronger than you, is higher up than you, that knows more than you. And when you learn how to do that, or you understand who, that higher power is for you, it's honestly, that's what gives you purpose. That's what gives you
Wow.
purpose. And remember that, like, with my, on those days when, I don't feel energized, or, I'm not perfect every single day, but I am highly energized and motivated. I am a high performer, right?
Wow,
It
I
would
love
be
that. I
terrible
love
if I
that.
was a high performance coach and wasn't one myself. But yeah, I'd say purpose, right? So I really suggest that every single person has their values and their purpose and their vision and mission up on their walls at all times. So they're always looking at like why they're here, why are they alive, why are they building this business. That always encourages you, just like a vision board, to not give up. But knowing that purpose is not a destination. It's not like, oh, once I launch this business and have this family and make $1 million, I'll be happy. And my purpose is, to just help people, right? And whatever. But you can have one purpose in different seasons, right? So, generally, if you want to go deeper into purpose, there's like a few different types of purposes, and it's always linked around people, animals and welfare, like, the world, society.
Love that.
um, and there's one other one. But yeah, hopefully that kind of answers that question.
Yeah, I totally agree, Holly. I always say this when I speak, when I'm invited to podcasts, and when I coach. Intent comes before content, meaning your intention, the foundation of who you are and why you're doing the things that you do. The purpose, the core of why you are created in the first place. When you hone in on that,
Yeah.
that is where the magic starts. That's where you can really blossom. And when you do, because I believe, the reason why God gave us all this power and talent and passion is for also to share and help out people so they can be what they
Yeah.
were created to be also. So I love that. I love that, Holly. Thank you for
Yeah.
reminding us that. Um, you
Thank you.
mentioned high performance and high performance habits. Now that's something that we really need to focus on. Me, myself, all the listeners and viewers out there. Guys, we're all excited how to create high performance habits to build a profitable business. The floor is yours, my friend. Feel free to share.
Mm. Oh, I love this topic. And it's funny because I literally just filmed a podcast about this. Um, so yeah, first step is you really need to understand what the heck is a high performance habit. You got to take your average habits like waking up in the morning and like getting some movement, maybe going for a walk, or having a revenue goal to taking it to the next level, high performance. You think of athletes, you think of those people like those billion-dollar business owners, like those people who are showing up the way their business is running. I'd class that as high performance. So you got to think about, okay, how can I 10x my habits pretty much? How can I go from waking up in the morning to waking up at the same time every day and having a productive morning routine? How can I go from just going for a walk every now and then to get some fresh air to actually implementing a routine that's going to help increase your dopamine and your endorphins and
Right.
allow you to perform at your optimal health, right? So you've got to take the current habits and 10x them. How can you do them consistently? To create a high performance habit, there's discipline and accountability and consistency. They're the three key components if you were to make a recipe for high performance habits. And the only way you can do that is by staying and sticking to it for a period of time until it becomes normal to you. I just wrote a post on LinkedIn how, going to gym 5 days a week and being motivated, that's normal to me. Like that's second nature, right? Um, Working and being super productive and following my calendar system, I've worked really hard to achieve that habit, but a lot of people haven't, right? So these high performance habits are easy to me, not all the time, but most of the time. So for those who are like, I want to become a high performer and actually stick to what I say I'm going to actually do and do it well, you've got to look at yourself as an athlete. So Bezos Koulian talks about it all the time, is that entrepreneurship is a sport. And I freaking love it when he says that because I'm like, yeah, it's a sport. This is my life. This is my passion.
Mm,
And I love that because it's kind of true, right? You have your ups, you have your downs. You got to perform to build things in your life and compete. So and this is just the high performer in me coming out. So you got to think of yourself, if you want to perform at your optimal best, like your productive hour, if you want to perform the best in your business, if you want to make more money, if you want to feel just so good and motivated all the time and just like look confident and positive and happy, and if that's your goal, then you need to start treating your habits like it's part of the process to compete in a competition, because you are an athlete, right? If you are a business, you need to start acting like you are a business athlete, right? So how can I be more productive in my productive hour? Okay, well, I probably could exercise before that. I could do a visualization to increase motivation and, raise my vibration. I could do breath work. I could just stretch for a bit and move my body. I could grab a cup of coffee and write down some, positive affirmations. I don't know, whatever works for you. But you've got to start thinking, all right, well, if I got to perform at my best, what is it going to take for me to perform at my best?
I love that. I love that. And we have some questions here. Before I read the questions, Holly, I have a question in mind. In connection to what you've shared. Do you need to really um wake up early? Because there's a lot of videos out there, I don't know if it works.
Mm.
It may work for other people, but they're always saying, don't spend much time in watching Netflix, don't spend much time in reading books. You need to wake up early, you need to exercise. Is that something that entrepreneurs, creators in this generation need to follow?
It's a great question. I talk about this quite a bit. Is that you can follow like a high performer and their long ass morning routine. Like you could go, okay, I'm going to wake up on time and then I'm going to do breath work and meditation. Then I'm going to go do some exercise and do a cold plunge. And then I'm going to go do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And then journal. And then it gets to 10 o'clock in the morning and you're like, I'm not wasted because it's all personal development, but
Right.
you could have finished work at 10 a.m.
Love that. Love that. A question here. From Grace B. All right. I am a nurse. What can I do to follow high performance habits given that I stay up late and sometimes go home late?
Don't do it. Pick some. Am I? Everyone hear me?
Yep.
All right, cool, awesome. I don't know what bit I was up to, but I was just saying that if you hate running, then why would you go for a run just because that next door neighbor is doing it and they look super fit and motivated? Like don't do cold. If you don't want to do a cold plunge, don't do a cold plunge. Like you got to do what you want to do, but do it in a way that you are consistent. Do it only if it's serving you and it's making you perform at your best. So pick the right
Ooh.
habits, implement to a schedule, and then stick to it for a period of time until it becomes a high performance habit and then second nature to you. The best example I like to give is brushing your teeth, right? It's second nature. You just do it. Those habits need to be like that.
Wow. Love that. Love that. Straightforward. Thank you for that. Another question from AJ from Instagram. Um, my workplace is very toxic. Any tips?
Mm.
So maybe
Yeah, that's
high
not good.
performance habit that could help him in his toxic
Oh,
environment.
yeah. Oh, I mean, it depends like how invested you are in this environment. Pick your people carefully. Number one, pick who you believe, who you hang around, and who you talk to, right? Because that's obviously going to become who you are. Don't get involved in all the gossip and all the politics in the office. Like, just do yourself a favor and remove yourself from that environment. It's better to have little friends than be friends with everyone. But most importantly, decide who you want to let um, affect your energy. Okay, so where who are the people that are actually not toxic and you'd happily hang around and talk to? Stick with those people. If you don't really have a choice and you literally have to work with people who are so toxic, uh, then you just have to show up in the opposite way because eventually they're either going to see that and they're going to remove themselves from your environment because they can't keep up with how cool and positive and happy you are because your vibration is up here and theirs is down here,
Right.
or you need to also choose like is this environment where you want to be in the next 10 years and then
Love
figure
that.
out
Love
what
that.
where is
Yeah.
where is that environment.
Yeah, love that. Love that. Thank you. Thank you, Holly. Those are, basic questions. Thank you for dropping knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb. Thank you for sharing values. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your journey. I know our listeners and video uh, viewers are very, very pumped up and ready to embrace their journey. But we're not done yet, my dear. We are not done yet. You shared your story, we focus on the topic. You gave us knowledge bomb. Now is the part where we will play a game. All right. We call this the
So fun.
Creative Talk Fast Talk. How this works is I'll be asking you questions or statements, and you are not allowed to spend much time thinking what the right answer would be. First word that comes into your mind, shoot. Are you ready?
Oh my gosh, yes, I'm ready.
Don't worry, don't worry. There's no, it's all good, clean fun here.
Okay.
All right. If you guys, people on TikTok and people that will be watching this YouTube video, um Holly here is starting to blush. So all right,
Getting
let's go.
nervous.
All right. Number 1, very easy. Which do you prefer? Sun or snow?
Sun.
Structured or chaotic?
Structured.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Because she if you guys have been following Holly, the video reels that she share, it's all about steps, and no wonder she picked chaotic. I was actually waiting for you to answer um the opposite. So good thing she answered structure. Next,
I need structure.
Holly, love or money?
Love.
If you were an animal, what animal would you be and why?
Well, I'd be an eagle so I can fly over everything. So I always want to fly. But deep down inside, my spirit animal is a horse.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because of the story and everything. Love it, love it.
Hmm.
Holly, are you a passenger or are you a driver?
I'm a driver.
Nice. The mountains or the beaches?
Beach.
What are you afraid of, Holly?
Rats. Freaking hate rats. Don't even bring them
Why?
close to me.
Why?
I will
What's the
die.
story behind that? What's the story behind that?
Okay, so oh, okay. Growing up, like being around, like living on pretty much on a farm, we had like the horse shed, right? Where the horse
Mm,
food, the chicken food, and everything was kept. There were
right.
rats in there, and I just, oh, so gross. And they've got like these little teeth, like rats have teeth. And I think one, I don't even know how it happened, but one day I found one dead and its little teeth were sticking out. It freaked me out. But I think what actually like screwed me over was my mum. She showed me this photo when I was like probably 8 or 10 of this. Oh gosh, it was like a human rat slash bat, and she's like, "Look at this. She's terrible." And she went like this, rah, and she like scared it like me so bad that I fainted. And oh my gosh, my mum has always done stuff like that to me. Like it makes our life fun. Like the other week, she put a when I was no, this was actually a few years ago, not the other week. Under my old bed in the house, she's like, "Oh my gosh, Alex, I was staying over there for the night, and there was this massive snake skin, like 2 meters long,
Wow.
underneath my bed that I was sleeping in." I was like, "How long has it been there for? Where has the snake been hiding?" And she was pissing herself. She thought it was so funny. She was crying. And then she was like, "Oh, it's actually our friend's. He found it in his shed and I put it there." And I was like, this whole time, I was like, "Where has it been hiding? Like, how did it get here?" But anyway,
Wow. Now I know what to. I'm gonna look for an image of a hybrid rat, like a
oh, please
mutant, and
don't.
I'm gonna
I'll
send
die.
it to you. Cause
I'll faint. Don't send us me while I'm driving, please.
all right. Next, um, which do you prefer, Holly? Movies or books?
Oh, okay. That's a really hard because I love personal development books. That's the only kind of book I will read. I'm always reading a personal development book. Always. Every day I
Mm,
read one. But I love movies. I'm a really sucker for like a good drama or a romantic or a rom com or a thriller here and there. But yeah, that's a really hard one.
well, let's stick to the movie since you said that you love them also. There are different genre that you mentioned. Name your top three movies of all time. Ah, Holly disappeared again, guys. I think the internet was cut again. No. No, I'm sure she's gonna be here again with us. She's gonna come back, and we can know more about the story of Holly Smith. It's a good thing, guys, that she mentioned high performance habits because that really helps the mindset in connection to the body of not only an entrepreneur but a creator, right? So if you want to bring your business, your brand to the next level, you should also focus on your mind, your heart, your soul, your body, because you are the brand, you are the business. So you need to take care of it properly. And from the core, I always say this: intent comes before content. What's the intention? What's the core? What's the foundation? The why of who you are, of what you are created to be. So you need to focus on that. You need to hone in on that, and from there you slowly move forward. It will slowly cascade to everything that you do. So if you're a content creator, you want to, of course, you want to go big, you want to earn and generate income. before you do and before you create videos, before you make content out there, focus on yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Hone in, connect to the why, your why, the reason why you will do the things that you do. All right. And I know that, answers would be because you want to be rich, you want to be a millionaire, you want to get views, you want to get that sponsored and everything. And that's not wrong, but push beyond that, go beyond that, and really understand the main intent, the main reason of why you're doing the things that you do. All right. So when you do that, you will have a strong foundation, a powerful core that will have a stable foundation of your brand. And trust me, my friends, if you do that, if you have that in place, you will do amazing things. Your brand and business will go to the next level. All right. And that's where, habits comes into play. How now that you have a strong anchor, which is your intent, your foundation, your core, how will you take care of that? That's where high performance habits comes into play. Like, you need to take care of yourself, of course, by eating properly, having a constant exercise, investing in non-toxic community. That's something that Holly Smith shared. You know, if you are in an environment that is so toxic, people talk negativity, people talk gossip, people is just constant focusing on the negative. You guys better shape up and distance yourself, right? Distance yourself on those negativity and focus on positivity. I know it's easier said than done, but guys, that is something that we need to do in order for us to grow and have a healthy, a strong and healthy lifestyle, that is connected to our habits that will bring us to the next level. And Holly Smith is joining us once again. She is here back with us.
I'm so sorry.
Holly, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, but we don't have a video. We don't have your video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No worries.
This just
As long
keeps
as the
getting
audio is
worse,
here,
doesn't it?
that's the most important thing. So, you were oh yeah, the top 3 videos of all time. Your pick.
Yep, so top three movies.
Mm-hmm.
Top three movies would be, oh, I do love Dumb and Dumber. That's a really funny movie. I love a good comedy. Um, oh, I don't know. Honestly, I used to have like my favorites. I always loved them. Okay, TV series is this. I love The Office. Like, it is my sense of humor to a T. Like,
Nice.
absolutely love The Office. Um, and honestly, I'm into series at the moment.
What,
So
what's the what's
I
the
really
latest
loved the
series
new
that you're
series
watching?
One
What's
Day.
the
It was
latest
like a
series that you're
romance
watching?
series. Um, what did I just finish watching? It was One Day. It's called One Day. It's on Netflix, and honestly, I just loved it. I always thought, oh, it's gonna be corny, but it was actually a pretty good series. So that's what I just finished watching, and it was pretty good. Loudermilk, we watched Loudermilk. That was cool. I really like that series too. So yeah, I'm
I
just
got
like always open to watching new series.
All right. This last
Cool.
question may be something serious depending on how you take it. All right. If you have the power to bring back someone back from the dead, who would it be and why?
Ooh, probably Jesus.
That's you are the only one, the first one that answered that. Wow. All right. Why? Why? I'm excited to hear your
Really?
story about this.
Oh well. I don't know. There's a whole book about him pretty much and everything in his past. BC, before Christ. Like,
Right.
apparently he's supposed to know everything. And I would just ask him all the questions that no one really has any answers to.
Love that. Love that. Nice, nice. Well, thank you, Holly, my dear, for sharing your story, sharing the values of how to create high performance habits to build profitable business. I learn a lot. I'm sure our listeners and viewers learn a lot as well. I know you have a lot of promotions, events. You mentioned your book, your social media accounts, any projects. Feel free to promote. The floor is yours, my dear.
Yeah, all good. So if you want a copy of a planning template, so plan your most productive week of your life, I've been using the same system for years now, and it works so well. So you can get a weekly and daily planning template, and it also comes with a productivity and focus training. So if you want free access to that, just send me a DM with the word access on Instagram or LinkedIn, and I'll send you a copy. It's all good. Otherwise, if you want to take your habits to the next level, become a high performer, then the happiness formula you will love. And then you can just DM me the word habits on Instagram or LinkedIn, and I'll know exactly what you mean.
Yay. Guys, please do connect with Holly. I'm sure she will help you in your journey towards success. Again, Holly, my friend, I said this off cam and I'll say it again. It is a blessing to have you in the show. I love what you've shared. I love your message. Thank you for spending time to be with us here on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's been so much fun.
Yay. Everyone, always remember have a positive outlook in life, smile, and God bless. Bye.